What's up, guys? Optic Carlton here. Got another gun video for you because I just picked up this Beretta 92, and I just kind of wanted to go over a side-by-side comparison between the Glock 92 or the Glock 17, excuse me, and the Beretta 92 series pistols, because I feel like when people are looking to buy a new pistol, especially like a 9mm or something for defense, these two are really common options that people have. Both of them have seen extensive law enforcement use. The Beretta 92 obviously is the standard sidearm for the U.S. military, although they've been talking about changing that for a while, but as it stands now, it's still pretty ubiquitous. And so I just wanted to go over sort of my take on them, my first impressions. I guess comparing the two, if you're maybe trying to decide between these two. I guess first things that strikes me between the two is the size comparison. Glocks are a little bit blockier, as you can see, but they feel, I don't know, to me they have a better feel, and they feel a little bit more balanced compared to the Beretta, because the Beretta's got this big, thick, chunky grip, which feels nice for shooting when you're actually firing the weapon, but it doesn't lend itself very well to like ergonomics and stuff. It's, I don't know, kind of, I mean, if you just look at them side by side, you can just tell the Beretta's got a good bit more width to it, and some people like that. I personally, and bear in mind, I haven't shot this one yet. This is first impression sort of comparison, but I would consider the Glock better in that regard. Also, the weight. The weight difference is pretty easily goes to the Glock. This thing feels like it could be, I think in one of Nut and Fancy's video, it says loaded. These things are like 40 ounces, which is pretty heavy. And if you've got that on a leg holster and you're constantly running around, you're definitely going to feel that bounce after a while. I also like the magazines better for a Glock. I don't know. They are plastic versus the metal 92 ones. But I just feel like they're sleeker, you know. I don't know if they're thinner. They look like they're about the same. Actually, it looks like the Beretta mags are a little bit thinner. But I don't know. I just like the very Spartan sort of column, just slick design of Glock magazines. So I kind of like that better too. I would also say another big point that I like much better with a Glock than with a Beretta, and again, we're talking about self-defense purposes, is that Glocks don't have a hammer. It's like striker fire controlled or whatever. So you have the same trigger pull, and yes, I keep all my firearms loaded. You have the same trigger pull every time, whereas with the Beretta, with the hammer, you have single and double action, and to keep it safe, I really don't like this. I don't like hammers on automatic pistols. I don't know. But so it's off safe right now. If you cock the hammer and engage the safety, the hammer comes down. So that means if it's holstered and safe, when you draw it and drop or flip up the safety, your first shot is going to be that double action. And then every shot after that, obviously the slide part of the battery, the slide is going to come back, and every shot out that's going to be single action. I really don't like that. Some people don't mind it, but I've never really heard anybody say that they prefer it. So, it's just something to think about. Although, going back to the weight, I will say that seems to me, again, haven't shot it, but it would seem to me that would aid in aiming. You know, a little less recoil. That weight will absorb it. So, anyway, guys, that's just my video for impression side by side. I would say if you're trying to pick between these two, my impression is, or my preference is for the Glock. So, anyway, y'all have a good one.